Greetings, writers. It's Mr. Hebda from the Lackawanna College Writing Center, and I'm here with part 2 in our series on pronoun agreement, pronoun confusion. So let's dive right in. What's pronoun confusion? Well, remember, let's do a quick recap. What's a pronoun again? Pronouns stand for nouns. That is, they're words that stand for person, places, things, or ideas. And pronoun confusion happens when we don't know what person, place, thing, or idea the pronoun's supposed to stand for. So remember, pronouns are kind of like symbols, like our friend the smiley face from last time. The symbol should always stand for an idea, right, or person, place, or thing that makes sense with the pronoun. So it makes sense for the smiley face to stand for happiness and not for something like sadness. All right, let's dive into an example. All right, here's an example of pronoun confusion. Gianna put her cell phone by her backpack, but now she can't find it. So, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here, right? You'll have sentences like this in your own writing and in your own everyday speech, where you'll have to kind of look through, there's multiple pronouns, and we'll have to try to find out which one, if any of them, are confusing. So we have her and we have she, but they both seem to refer to Gianna. That's pretty clear. What's confusing is it, right? We don't know if it stands for the cell phone or the backpack. So is Gianna looking for her cell phone or is she looking for her backpack? We don't really know. So how do we solve that problem? Here's one general rule that works with most cases of pronoun confusion, but not all of them. Still, it's a really great rule to be familiar with. Just replace the confusing pronoun with a specific person, place, thing, or idea. For example, Gianna put her cell phone by her backpack, but now she can't find her phone. Oh, okay. So now we know it's her cell phone she was looking for and not her backpack. So that clears things up a bit. That's a great rule to follow in most cases. I also wanted to spend some time talking about a particularly confusing and troublesome pronoun called that. So we use that very often in our everyday speech. But the problem with that is that we usually don't know what noun it's supposed to be standing for. That noun, that person, place, thing, or idea, is usually missing, like in this example. Fernando said that was easy. The question here is, what was easy? So we can use the same rule that we used last time by adding a specific noun to replace the pronoun in order to clear things up a bit, like this. Fernando said the test was easy. So now we know, oh, okay, it's the test that was easy. So one of my instructors back in college taught me this really great rule, and I think it'll help you out too. So I highly recommend that you follow it. Always follow words like that or this with a specific noun. So you kind of use that as a reminder. As you're writing down the word or you're typing it while you're writing your paper, you remember, oh, it's kind of like a trigger. Oh, I remember now. I should always make sure I add a specific noun after it. Kind of like this example. So Fernando said, that test was easy. So this is a great way to get around that confusion when you're using words like that, or even this would work in this case. However, sometimes we need to rephrase an entire sentence in order to resolve the problem. We can't just replace the pronoun with a specific noun or add a specific noun to it. Remember, you got to take these cases of pronoun confusion on a case-by-case basis as you're reading through or proofreading your paper. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Penelope gave Sarah her book, right? So here we don't know whose book it is, right? We don't know if it's Penelope's or if it's Sarah's, because her could stand for either of those people. So one way we can solve this problem, and remember, there can be many different ways to clean this up, or clear it up, I should say. One way to solve it is by shuffling around the order of the pieces in the sentence. So here you can say Penelope gave her book to Sarah. So even though we're still using the phrase her book, so we still kept the pronoun, and it looks like it might be a little confusing, it's actually less confusing because we added a prepositional phrase to Sarah at the end of the sentence. So we know that Penelope gave her book, that is Penelope's book, to Sarah. It's less confusing now. All right. So remember, if you have any more questions about this or any other grammar problem, be sure to check out the Lackawanna College Writing Center YouTube channel for more videos. And feel free to make an appointment at the Writing Center as well. We are always here to help you. We are always here to see you succeed. Keep writing. Keep up the great work, writers. Mr. Hebda out.